Dr. Brandon Whipple has been the mayor of Wichita, Kansas, the state's largest city since 2019, and he is with us tonight to continue this important conversation. Mr. Mayor, thank you for your time.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Talk to me about what you're seeing in your city right now in terms of the homelessness problem.
Really, we're seeing just an acceleration of folks who are experiencing homelessness and some of the issues that compile with that, given the current pandemic and the economic fallout of that pandemic.
Has the pandemic exacerbated the issue, or you're seeing more now than you did a year ago?
So actually, we are, but there are some opportunities with the pandemic that we were able to take advantage of. For example, some of the COVID funding allowed us to give people who are experiencing homelessness hotel rooms. But instead of just spending that on hotel rooms, we actually went out and bought a hotel and utilized it, teaming up with our nonprofit community who works with folks who are experiencing homelessness, so that we can have an asset that can help this problem in the future as well.
Well, that's a great solution for people to get a roof over their heads. I know in your city you have an ordinance that outlaws camping on public property. If people can't sleep in tents, what are some other programs set up to offer them assistance and a road to a roof?
Well, the goal is to do better than just to offer people, a place to pitch a tent. We want to move away from the shelter format and get into a space in which people can be housed either midterm or long-term and actually get the services that they need to get back on their feet. One of the things that we know while studying this issue is that homelessness is usually the outcome of other underlying conditions, and we want to make sure that we fix those problems, that we actually help people get back on their feet and don't just focus on the housing aspect of it, but also focus on the whole person.
And Wichita has seen some real success in some of the things that you have done. However, across the state of Kansas, we've seen the numbers increase. How much coordination is there between communities, and what advice do you have for the folks around you to try to help their situation?
Wichita is actually leading the way when it comes to homelessness prevention. We've gotten about 85% of our ARPA funds out that are designed to help people who are in a crisis, who are behind on rent, because of the pandemic. And so in doing that, we want to prevent people from becoming homeless while also helping folks who are in a situation where they are living outside, they are living in the streets. So the goal is to figure out what services helps not just folks that you might see living out in the open, but also addressing the whole spectrum of what homelessness is.
Do you have any concerns as we see some of these eviction moratoriums expire? We head into the fall, and there are worries that we'll see another surge in COVID, potentially more lockdowns in terms of impacting the homeless situation?
Yeah, we have to keep our guard up and be agile to any changes that we see with COVID or with the economy. But again, our goal is to get out in front of this, to make sure that we are utilizing our staff at the city level. We're the only city in Kansas that is running our own WRAP program, utilizing the ARPA funds to help prevent homelessness, while also integrating our social services with our police, hiring more social workers, hiring people who can actually interface with people who are living out in the open, and handle it as a social service and not exactly as a police situation like some cities are doing.
So many layers in a collaborative effort. And Mayor, it sounds like you're doing all the right things. So thank you for giving us some time tonight and hopefully inspiring other cities to take similar approaches. We appreciate it.
Thanks for the invite. Take care.